Folks, hi. I wanted to give you a little bit of a walkthrough on the polar coordinates and Demoivre's theorem problem set take home, which you should be able to do after sections 10.12 and 3 in, of course, in chapter 10. All right, we'll go up to including Demoivre's theorem, and it'll cover a lot of the material we did prior to the recess. Okay, so question 1. Doesn't matter whether you give me theta in radians or degrees, does not matter, okay? I picked 1 and 2 because they do work out pretty nicely. So you'd make your diagram, whatever quadrant you think is accurate, and away you go. Put the answer in the box, okay? All right, question number 2. We did one almost exactly like this in the class notes. Don't forget R is square root of x squared plus y squared, and you don't want a square root there. So there was a clever little trick that we did. We multiplied something by each and every one of those terms. That made it work out very nicely. Okay, so this is going to end up being a polar circle. And we're changing it to rectangular form, so you want to use completing the square, and then you're going to be able to get the center and the radius, and it's going to look nice, okay? All right, number 4, just make sure that you have the one that has the r equals 1 here, because I did change that to make it easier. Going to sketch the limit sign. Of course, you do this on your calculator. I recommend it in degree mode, just the way that we did in class, and it should come out very, very nice. And then you're going to put the answers to A, B, C, D, and E down here. Okay, so it should work out nicely. Question 5, you can make a graph, but you don't need to show it. Question 5, you're just going to look at the graph and you're going to do a trace. And then that's going to help you answer these questions: when R is minimum, when R is maximum, and what the theta values are. Okay, number 6, pretty easy question. You know, you go to your basic diagram, and you're supposed to know that X is R cos theta, Y is R sine theta, so forth and so on. We've done ones like this in class in your notes, okay? All right, second page involves Demoivre's theorem, okay? And this is clearly covered in the class 15 videos. This is the third one, but the videos 1 and 2 in class 15 cover this kind of material. And yeah, you do the usual thing. You go ahead and you make your diagram, you figure out what quadrant you're in, and you find R. And it doesn't matter to me whether you write the answer in cis notation or R times cosine theta plus I sine theta. Okay? You want to do it in degrees because that's going to work out best. And number 8, of course, doesn't come out to a special right triangle, so you're going to have to use that, theta's arctan of whatever you think it is, and that's going to give you an angle. And you're going to go to the nearest degree. Just be a little careful with this one, because we did talk about principal value. Okay, 9 and 10 are pretty straightforward, and they come out very, very nicely. Question 11 is division, and you learn what to do with the angles in Demoivre's theorem in that case. And it's going to come out nicely. You're going to make your little diagram. You're going to compute the sine and cosine. It's going to come out nicely into A plus BI form. Same type of thing in number 12. It's multiplication. Okay, so that's also going to come out nicely. And this time it just happens to be that the angles are in radians. That should not be a problem. It's going to work out nicely. 13, type of thing. We're using the power rule, rather. And again, it's going to work out very, very nicely. And down at the bottom, you see the answer is supposed to be in A plus BI form. Just put it in the box. 14, you're going to have 3 cube roots of -8. And this problem, a little more work, so you're going to have, that's why it's 6 points. And what happens here is that you're going to change -8 into cis notation, or R sine theta plus I sine theta, either way. And then you're going to apply Demoivre's theorem, and that's explained in class 15, part 2. It does work out pretty nicely. You're going to get 3 roots, and they do work out very, very nicely. It simplifies well. and you can check them on your calculator as I have shown you in the past. Okay, so that's it, and this is going to be due, I forget what the due date was, but I think it's a week from Monday. All right, so whatever that date is, and you're going to submit this in PDF format, and I'm going to grade it on this little spreadsheet, and you can tell how many points you lost on each one, and I will post up the solutions so you'll be able to see that as well. Okay, so that's the way it is. Okay, so good luck, and we're all working through a situation which is not optimal, but I'm going to try and do my best to make things clear and understandable. And, don't save everything until the last minute. That would be a mistake. Okay, so be well, and hope your families are well. And if you see me on campus in the future, say hi. Thank you. Bye-bye.